All right, we're here for the Week 5 press conference prior to facing Arizona State in the Pac-12 home opener with defensive coordinator, inside linebackers coach Peter Sirmon. We'll go ahead and get questions started with Jeff Ferrato from Cal Sports Report.
Peter, how you doing?
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
I'm all right. Can you give me an evaluation on how you think Brett Johnson's playing? He has no stats yet, which is not terribly unusual for the position he plays, but I'm wondering what kind of impact he's had and how he's progressing coming off of two pretty serious injuries.
I think he's making good progress. From where he was at, coming into the fall of just making sure that we're going to get him back healthy and manage some of his workload. When he has been out there, I think he's been disruptive. And like you said, sometimes stats don't tell the full impact of an interior player. But we just got to keep him healthy and keep his workload exactly what he can handle. And he'll continue to be out there and maybe not on the stat sheet, but he will be helping the defense.
He's on a snap count limit though right now.
Yeah, we're trying to manage him, and that's a little bit, we've talked about Brett a lot on these, and a little bit of is week to week. It's what was the last week's workload, how is he handling it? So there's a lot that's going into that, and we're still trying to tweak, what he's what the best course of action is during the week to have him feeling his best on Saturdays. So I think that will be an ongoing process, just continuing to do what's best and right by him.
You think you still haven't seen the best out of him, and might you see that this year?
I think anytime you've had multiple years off, I think it's going to take a little bit of time to get back to what the best is for each player. So I think his best, I would agree, is still ahead of him.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Thomas Dunn from Right for California.
Good morning, Peter. I asked this to Justin when he was in here, but what do the Arizona State skill position players in Cameron Scadaboo and Elijah Badger show you on tape, because they get used in a multitude of ways and they make plays in a multitude of ways?
Yeah, I think what really kind of jumps out is the way that they can get those guys the ball and the way they can get them involved. I think Bo and Coach Dillingham do a great job of being kind of innovative in the run game, finding some formations that they like, and you'll see a flavor kind of show up every week. And not unlike a lot of offensive guys that they want to attack certain things, spacings and alignments on the defensive side of the ball. But I think the thing that really kind of jumps out to me is the creativity on how they're going to get formations built and some of the play selections.
Thank you.
Next question will come from Matt Moreno from Rivals.
You guys got put in a tough position, Saturday, but going down 14 before you guys even really get to step on the field. What's the message to your guys this week?
Everything's about starting fast and playing fast. That's really the message of what we need to do for ourselves. It's that's what makes football such a unique and wonderful sport. And sometimes that goes on the difficult side as well. There's a lot of times that you can be the receiver of some good fortune, a fast start on offense, maybe an explosive special teams play. Saturday night we found ourselves on the other side of that, and that was a tough way to start. But the resiliency in which we have to continue to display and the resiliency you have to have on defense, I think is something that we will continue to talk about. When I talk to the defense, I talk about burning the boats. There is no retreat for defense. There is no special teams play. There is no punt team. There is no, hey, let's settle down and let's get back on the sidelines and go out and regroup. The only people that save us is the 11 people on the field, and we'll continue to talk that message and having to live by it, and we have to do a better job of getting ourselves off the field regardless of the situation that we find ourselves getting on the field for.
All right, we'll go back to Jeff Ferrato.
Yeah, given those kind of bizarre circumstances to start the game, what would you say that your defense did best, and what were you least pleased with in their performance?
I think there's not a lot of things that we did well. I think Lou had a nice job of, you forced a takeaway there on that kind of a race concept. The play went a little bit long. He ended up hinging through it, and he did a nice job of catching the ball. the offensive skill guys were fantastic, I thought, Saturday night. The quarterback is as good as advertised. He threw some balls, quite frankly, were very, very difficult to defend. I don't think we had our best opportunity to defend some of those balls. I think the guys could have been in some different positions. However, I think when you play great teams, everything seems to be a little bit challenging, and I think that's where we found ourselves Saturday night. They ran the ball effectively enough. First play of the game, they came out and they gave them a light box, and they ripped one on us. And that was, that's a tough way to start. I should have easy. I could have presented a different call, but that's what the plan was going through, and that's what I did.